Okay, so I wanted to do an update video on our rack. We finally completed it. Actually, we completed it like a week after the NRBC, so like 2 weeks ago. And it's been up and running, but I just never got a chance to do another video. So here it is right now. There are no more heat lamps on it, except for this one, because that's for our ATVs at the top. Yeah, he's an asshole, that's why I wrote that. As you can see, we have 2 strips of the 11-inch heat tape running down the back. We didn't want to do belly heat because it stays pretty hot up here anyway, and we felt that the 11-inch heat tape going just back heat would be enough. So you can see the heat tape back there. And so far it's been doing great. We have a Helix that we bought at the show. Right now it says it's 88 degrees in there. It's actually really hot again today outside, so that's kind of adding to the overall temperature. We have the Helix, and so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the finished rack. It's also kind of dark in here, sorry. I'm pretty sure there's 19 tubs in it. There's 9 of whatever, I already told you guys the sizes of those, but there's 9 small, 8 medium, and 2 large. One of them's hiding way back there because he needs a lot more heat, that one. This is a false water Cobra, so he's way pushed against the back. So that's just an update on the rack, and I also wanted to do a quick update on a lot of the animals some of the animals that I got from the NRBC. I've had some pretty bad luck and good luck with all of them. When I first tried to feed all of them, like none of them ate, so in my head, you know, I was like, oh crap, did I just get super unlucky with my animals? So here's the pastel again, the female. She's a little feisty, but she's good. She's eaten, let's see, she's eaten 3 times. The only one that I've had a problem with is the het albino female. She has not eaten. She refuses to be interested in food. She just gets pissed off at food when I put it in there, whether it's frozen or thawed. I have tried frozen thawed rat pinkies and mouse hoppers, and I have tried live rat pup pinkies and live hopper mice, and she won't take any of them. So here, this is her. When I got her, let's see if I can pull this out with one hand. This one's pretty tight. She was only 50 grams when I got her. Now I think she's probably around 48, so she's only lost 2 grams, but she is tiny, and she is not a happy camper. I mean, my hands are tiny, and she's even tinier. So, in a way, I'm not too distressed over it, because since I did buy her as a pair with the albino female, and the albino female is eating, thank God, honestly, I'm not too torn up over the fact that I'm going to have to force feed this one. I'm actually not going to force feed her with pinkies. I'm going to use a mixture that I got off of another YouTuber. I'm not sure how to pronounce his username, and I don't know it exactly, so maybe I'll try and put a link to his, because he had a really good video on how to force feed ball pythons. So that's going to come up next week. I'm going to try and do that, and if that goes successfully, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, she's just completely not interested in food, and I mean, that's the chance I took with buying them right out of the egg. But thank God. Honestly, it's sad, but it's true, but the one that I care more about is the albino, and she is eating, so I'm happy. So there's a little albino girl. She's eaten twice now. She was being a little finicky with eating too, so I was getting really worried. But with her, I just have to leave her hide in there, and then she goes in her hide, and then she strikes the mouse from out of there. Another problem with most of the snakes that I got is that they all eat live. All of my other snakes eat frozen thawed except for one, and I just got, 8 snakes at the show, and all of them are eating live, so that's kind of going to be a real pain in the butt for me in the future. Luckily, I know someone who breeds rats, but I mean, they don't have an unlimited supply. They're breeding them to feed their snakes, and so if normally they have some extras, and they're good friends of mine, so they'll let me have some pinkies and stuff, and we're just going to exchange services. I'm not going to pay for them or anything. We're just going to, I'll buy them lunch or something. So here's a little Mojave female. I'm still super happy with her. She's really, really pretty. And she's eating great. I mean, all the ones who are on live, they're eating great, so I'm not too worried. And then we're also going to start trying to breed mice, just a very small amount of mice. We have 1 male and 2 females, and I'm pretty sure right now the females are pregnant. So, and that's for the albino and also the Kenyan sand boa, because the albino right now, she's still so tiny that rat pups were too small for her. I mean, too big for her, excuse me. So she can eat fuzzy mice, large fuzzy mice, and that's big enough for her. So we're going to try to breed mice. And then my boyfriend has some white-lipped, no, what are they called? Yeah, white-lipped pythons that have been picky feeders too, that would need to eat hoppers or fuzzies. So there you go. Here's a little shot of my boyfriend's green tree python that he got at the show. I think this guy is so cute. He hasn't found a name for him yet, but he's doing really well. He does caudal luring a lot. Oh, look, you can kind of see his tail moving. Let's see, does he think I'm food, maybe? Well, it's not a very good shot for all the humidity, but he caudal lures like crazy. My boyfriend actually has a video of him doing it at night. It's really cool. So, that's just a quick update. Kind of boring, I know. I might not even put this video up. Oh, look who's out. Speaking of, there's our little cat. She finally ate for the first time too. She was not eating. We put a frozen thawed pinky in there, and then, you know, in a few days after that, we put a live pinky in there. Shouldn't touch it. And just recently, this past week, we put another live pinky in there, and it disappeared. So it didn't bury itself, so she ate it. She actually weighs like 11.4 grams, which I think is just crazy because it's so small. I also got a new light for the leopard geckos. So they have a cool light that they, oh, come on, focus. They don't really need it, but it looks